Hi, Linda Bowen here from stampingwithlinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today is a creative fold, and I am using the beautiful Ornate layers die. This is a sneak peek item from our upcoming 2020-2021 annual catalog. And what I have used, I have die cut that out, and I have used the Easter Promise stamp set to do the crocuses. The words are from the So Sentimental, and the butterfly is from the Butterfly Gala stamp set. I then punched out the butterfly, and then I colored them in with my stamping blends. But this video is more about a technique and also making that creative fold. First, we're going to work with the technique, and I am going to bring in a scrap piece of paper. And I'm going to set a piece of Whisper White down. I'm going to bring in those crocuses and my Memento ink pad. And what I'm going to do is a masking technique. I'm sure some of you that have stamped for a while know how to do a masking technique, but let's refresh ourselves. We want the image that we want to stand out in the front, to stamp that first. So we've got the crocuses. Then I have taken a Post-it note and have cut out the crocuses, and I am just going to lay that over top of the crocuses, and I am going to stamp it 2 more times. And let's make sure that's nice and even. Be off a little bit. Let's line that up. Post-it note works best for this because it's thin paper, and we are going to stamp 2 more crocuses, 1 on each side. And what happens is the excess stamping goes on our Post-it note. So when we pull this off, you have a layering look. So that first crocus that we stamped is out front. Now what I have done is I've taken my blends and have colored those crocuses in. I used the purple posy, the light purple posy, and the light Highland heather, colored the crocuses. Then I used the pool party behind to make it look like sky. I used the dark old olive and the light grainy apple green to finish off those crocuses. So now let's go ahead and get started with our card. I shared this card last week. I had gotten it as an Easter card, and so I wanted to do this creative fold. So we're going to bring in our trimmer. I have a piece of Whisper White. This measures 3 3/4 by 10 1/2, and we are going to score it at the 4 1/4, the 5 1/4, and finally the 6 1/4. Now this is going to give us our step for the inside of our card. I have a piece of Highland heather. This measures 4 1/4 by 11, and we are going to score it at the 5 1/2. So we've got our card base going on here. I'm going to take that trimmer, set it aside. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go in to that Whisper White, and we are going to make nice crisp score lines. And what we're going to do is to take our Ornate Floral 3D embossing folder, and we are only going to emboss part of this, so the top part. So I just want to line that up right along the edge. We are going to take our 3D embossing plate and run that through our die cut machine. It's very important when you buy our 3D embossing plates that you get this new plate that goes with that, because the 3D folders are a different dimension. from our other folders. And I am going to, I don't know if I'm going to use my sticky strip. I think I'm just going to use my snail, and we are going to add some extra snail because especially this top part has been embossed and we want it to stick well, and we want the bottom to stick well, so some extra snail. And now we're simply going to line it up within our card. So we want that center 5.5 or 5.25 inch score right in the middle. Got that. Now this becomes a mountain fold in the inside. Now I did not take my bone folder on that card middle so that it makes it nice and crisp. So now we have our step card. I'm going to go into that piece that I stamped and did the masking, and it's going to go right on the bottom here. So we're going to add some snail. You can use multi-purpose glue if you want, or the tear and tape. Isn't that pretty? Going to take it for the front. Going to take the die cut Ornate Layers die. Just so love this die. I have shared in other videos. This pops out wonderful as long as you run it the skinny side through your die cut machine first, and those pieces will pop up. So there you have a fun inside step card done with the Easter Promise, So Sentimental, and Butterfly Gala stamp set. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.